A new printing system at FSC takes effect after fall break. Lakeland police search for a gas station robbery suspect. And is Harry Potter getting a spinoff? All this and more on FSC Today. Good afternoon and welcome to FSC Today. I'm Olivia DeArmond. Our weekly newscast will keep you updated on the latest news, sports, and entertainment. The flu shot is now available in pharmacies, walk-in clinics, and doctors' offices across America, but many people are still reluctant to get it annually. Go Healthy FSC reporter Maggie Sutton consults with experts and students to answer the question, to flu shot or not?
Hello and welcome to Go Healthy FSC. I'm Maggie Sutton. We'll keep you updated on fitness tips, healthy eating, and college life. According to Time magazine, 36,000 Americans die from the flu every year. Despite the numbers, many people still feel that a flu shot is not necessary and can actually give you the flu. Students and experts weigh in on the issue.
As a rule, there's no reaction with this.
Okay.
Maybe just a little achiness where you get your shot.
Many people are wary of getting the flu shot because of the possible side effects. But according to student Samantha Heimson, nothing is worse than the actual virus.
I had the flu my senior year of high school and it turned into pneumonia. So it was a really horrible experience where I had to be hospitalized. So I figure if there's any way to prevent that from happening again, I should probably go for it.
Each year, based on the previous year's flu strains, because there's millions of different flu strains, they make the flu shot for the most severe strains. The vaccination is only for those few flu strains that are the most severe. So yeah, they could actually get the flu after getting the flu shot if it's a different strain. But the studies have shown that even if they get another type of flu, the severity will be less and then the duration will be much less.
While the Center for Disease Control feels that everyone should get a flu vaccine this season, it is especially important for people with asthma, diabetes, and chronic lung disease.
I have severe asthma, and it's very important for me to get the shot just so I can prevent getting even sicker if I do get the flu, because people with asthma have a better chance of getting pneumonia and other complications with the flu.
Okie dokie, gonna be a pinch and a sting, and you're all done.
Wow, that was easy.
Yeah.
Patients that are afraid of the pain of shots can also receive the shot in a nasal spray. But Heimson says that her shot was not uncomfortable.
Didn't really hurt or anything. I don't mind shots, so it was fine. And I didn't get, like some people I know get flu symptoms after, and I didn't have any of that.
It hurts a little bit when you get it. You may get a little bit red at the site, and that's pretty much it.
McMullen says it's important for students to get their flu shots because they live in a communal environment.
Especially on a campus where if one person gets sick, everyone gets sick. It's good to help each other out and protect each other.
The Health Center will be offering $10 flu shots for students through Wednesday, October 9th, and for faculty and staff Thursday, October 10th. Well, that's it for today's show. I'm Maggie Sutton. Like us on Facebook and stay healthy, FSC.
Flu shots are also now available at Walgreens, CVS, Publix Pharmacy, Watson Clinic, and various other walk-in clinics around town. Fall B-term courses start today and will run until the end of the semester. A list of these courses can be found on the portal. Just click on Course Search, change the criteria to Ends With, then type the number 1 and the letter B in the box. Make sure you sign up on the portal soon if you want to be in one of these classes. Tomorrow is the last day to register. Today is the final day to audition for Southern's Got Talent, presented by ACE. Auditions will be held from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. The actual talent show will be on October 22nd at 7 p.m. in Branscombe Auditorium. For more information, please visit the Center for Student Involvement in the bandshell. Fraternity philanthropies are in full swing this semester. This past week, Lambda Chi and each of Florida Southern sororities worked together to raise more than 4,000 cans for the Agape Food Bank. And at the end of this month, Sigma Chi will host their annual Derby Days. All proceeds from the Derby Days go to the Huntsman Cancer Institute. Other events will take place, including a dance-off and obstacle course. Students will notice a few changes on campus after fall break, one of them being a new printing system. Previously, printing was free on campus, but students were required to supply their own paper and were unable to print in color. Now, with the start of each semester, students will be given a $20 credit to use towards printing papers. Color prints will cost 20 cents and black prints will cost 10 cents. If the $20 credit is used before the end of the semester, students can add money onto their account through mock bucks. Now let's check in with Victoria Guerin to see what our mock athletic teams have been up to.
Hello mock fans and welcome to another edition of Southern Sports. I'm Victoria Guerin. Let's get you caught up on the past week in Florida Southern athletics. Our Moccasin volleyball team collected a hard-fought 3-set victory over Embry-Riddle. They extend their win streak at home to 4 consecutive matches. With the win, the Mocs improved to 11-4 on the season and 5-1 at home. Embry-Riddle had its 6-match win streak snapped as they fell to 11-6. Last spring, Tim Crouch captured the 7th individual national championship title for the Florida Southern men's golf team. David Tomczynski has more.
Before 2013, the Florida Southern men's golf team produced 6 individual national champions. Last spring, Tim Crouch became the 7th national champion and the first that FSC has seen since 2001.
You have to wake up every day motivated because you know there's people out there that are playing and practicing just as hard as you are and working out in the gym just as hard as you are. And you want to be able to play and practice and get the edge on those other opponents.
Crouch came into the season playing extremely well. He was confident on and off the course, and it showed during tournaments. Head coach Doug Gordon knew Crouch had a shot at winning nationals.
I noticed that he might have a chance at the Columbus tournament, which was our second tournament last fall. You know, I thought, well, he's playing well enough to win tournaments this year, so that was probably the first indicator.
The field that we play against are really good teams that we play against, so if I knew if I can beat those people, those teams, I'd have a really good shot at playing well in nationals and winning nationals. So going into the nationals, I had a lot of confidence, and I knew I was going to play well.
At the national tournament, Crouch found himself in a 3-way tie at the end of regular play. He entered the playoff confident and knew he could win it all.
We go into a 3-man playoff for the national championship, and I won on the second hole in the playoff. So and then I cried like a little baby after I won.
Crouch's teammates were honored to witness their friend win a national championship. Senior Shane Convery says that Tim deserved winning more than anyone.
I was so happy, so proud of Tim. Been my best friend for a long, long time now, and you know nobody deserves it more than he does. He's put in the work, and man, he's had a heck of a past year.
Crouch hopes to win back-to-back national championships his senior year, but has his mind set on sharing the next national championship victory with his team and continue the FSC tradition.
Goals again this year. Same as every year, is to win a national championship as a team. The legacy is really strong, and I'm just really happy to be a part of it and proud to be a Florida Southern Moccasin.
Men's and women's tennis completed their fall schedule this past weekend with the C.L. Varner Invitational. Vladimir Barabash was the only men's player to bring home a win with a victory in singles play on Friday night. The team moves to 14-10 on the season. Joelise Dominguez was the bright spot for the women's team. She earned the singles title of the Flight B Consolation Draw, moving the women's team to 16-8 overall. In a highly contested game with Barry this past Saturday, Cole Klingerman led the Mocs with 5 saves, tying his season high. Unfortunately, even with getting big scoring chances and having the same amount of shots, the Mocs could not get past Barry's defense. The Mocs fell to a 2-5 record and took their first loss in conference play. The Florida Southern women's soccer team opened its conference play this past Saturday against Barry University. Despite a goal at the 15-minute mark from senior Kara Moore, it was not enough as the Mocs would go on to take a 4-1 loss. The Mocs will return home this Saturday to take on Florida Tech. That's all for today. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at FSC Sports and tune in next week for more on your Florida Southern athletics. For Southern Sports, I'm Victoria Guerin.
In local news, Lakeland police are looking for a gas station robbery suspect. A Citgo gas station on New Tampa Highway was robbed last week. Officials say the armed suspect is male, about 6 feet tall, and approximately 170 pounds. If you have any helpful information, contact the Lakeland Police Department at 863-834-6900. Several people in the community are still grieving over the loss of 22-year-old Brianna Anderson. Anderson, who was 8 months pregnant, was shot in her Tampa apartment last week. When emergency responders arrived on the scene, they were able to revive her. A C-section was then performed at Tampa General Hospital and the baby survived. Police say her boyfriend is currently the prime suspect and remains behind bars. People may be surprised to hear that the crime rate here in Polk County has gone down. The sheriff's office says 2012's overall crime rate was the lowest ever measured in Polk County. And now 2013's rate tops it, actually going down an additional 5%. Since 1997, the overall crime rate in Polk County has gone down 62%. Coming up, downtown Lakeland utilizes a new metering system, plus a zombie apocalypse takes over downtown. Stay tuned.
Until 3 a.m. Monday through Thursday, Tucci's is a great place for long study nights and group meetings. The Starbucks coffee products and fresh sandwiches and pastries are great for getting you through the day or a late night snack. For full hours, visit flsouthern.edu/cafe/cybercafe. Looking for a fun new workout? Check out Turbo Kick in the Wellness Center. This new kickboxing class combines basic kickboxing techniques, sport drills, and athletic movements to keep your heart rate up. The class is taught every Tuesday from 4:30 to 5:15. For the full group exercise schedule, visit flsouthern.edu/wellness.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. 2 brand new solar-powered parking meters are up and running in downtown Lakeland alongside Munn Park and Lot D. These pay-by-space meters accept nickels, dimes, quarters, and dollar bills, as well as Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and debit cards. Warning citations will be issued this week to those that don't comply. Enforcement officially begins October 14th. The 14th annual Chip In for Children golf tournament will be held tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Lone Palm Golf and Country Club in Lakeland. It is sponsored every year by the Achievement Academy, a local nonprofit organization that helps children with developmental disabilities. All proceeds will help fund the programs for enrolled students at the Academy. If you need more information, visit their website at achievementacademy.com. B-Fly Bike Tours offers residents and visitors a chance to experience the cultural and historical importance of downtown Lakeland, all while riding on a bicycle. But with Halloween approaching, B-Fly is now offering a limited-time ghost tour with a paranormal investigator leading the way. The tour runs October 13th, 20th, and 27th. Hauntings include tunnels at Lake Mirror, Mosswood, the Dean House, and even Florida Southern College. Tickets start at $30. Call 863-899-1818 to reserve a spot. And for even more creepy encounters, you and your family can check out Lakeland's second annual Zombie Fest. This Saturday from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m., the event promises to be bigger, better, and fun for all ages. Festivities include multiple scare zones, live music from Smoke Point, a kids zone, vendors, and costume contests. For more information, visit their Facebook page under Zombie Fest 2013 Resurrection. Tasting Tampa brings their assembly of food trucks to downtown Lakeland on the second Thursday of every month along the Munn Park Square. Tomorrow marks Lakeland's 11th food truck rally. With more than 10 different trucks on site, there's something for everyone. Lakeland's Historical Museum is hosting the annual Steppin' Out charity event this Friday at 6 p.m. The charity event will benefit the Guardianship Office of the 10th Circuit, whose purpose is to protect and help make decisions for vulnerable adults. For more information, visit the Lakeland Chamber's calendar of events located on their website. And just after the break, updates on the man who set himself on fire. Plus, are gas prices lowering? Find out when we return.
Garrett? It's at Paint Along Studios. Follow me. The Loft Art Gallery is upstairs, and the Garrett is in the loft. So what's the Garrett? The Garrett is a place where young and or new artists can come to hone their skills. You first have to submit a portfolio. After a portfolio review, then we decide that you could be one of the 8 people selected to go into the Garrett. If selected, each person will have about 20 feet of gallery space. Does an artist have to pay for this space? Well, not really. What they have to do is be committed to their craft. They have to commit to painting a minimum of 4 hours per week so that community can see the paintings and in turn buy the paintings, which will help young artists as they try to make a career out of art.
It welcomes everybody, and it gives you potential to grow, to be a better person, to be more interesting. There's so much different kinds of art that's circulating through here, so there's a little bit for everybody. You're able to see the behind the scenes as well as the finished product, the stepping stones it takes to create a work of art.
Suppose you're not a painter, maybe you're a sculptor. This can be studio space for you as well, and I might just be providing the materials that are necessary to accomplish your task. So if you're a sculptor, your work could be anywhere on this ledge, over there in one of the boxes there, here, across here, maybe even here.
Welcome back and thanks for joining us. Almost a year after the Sandy Hook Elementary School massacre took place, residents of Newtown, Connecticut have decided to rebuild the school. Since last year, students have been transported to other schools in a neighboring town. $50 million of state funds are going to be used to rebuild the new facility. The county superintendent says the funding for the school comes with no strings. The old school will be demolished within the next few months. A man in Washington who set himself on fire last week has died. The unidentified man was suffering from life-threatening injuries after setting himself on fire at the National Mall. Witnesses say that prior to the burning, the man was standing alone when he took a can of gasoline and poured it onto himself. He then lit his body on fire. Authorities still do not know who the man was or why he did this to himself. Because of the severity of his burns, officials say medical personnel will have to try to identify him using DNA analysis and dental records. Throughout the country, gas prices are beginning to lower. Over the past 2 weeks, the average U.S. price for gas has gone down 14 cents. The lowest price can be found in St. Louis for $3.01, while the highest in San Francisco at $3.88. Now let's check in with Dion Spires with this week's Entertainment Rewind.
Welcome to another installment of Entertainment Rewind, where we bring you the latest on all things entertainment, locally and in the hills of Hollywood. The much-anticipated space film Gravity broke box office records this weekend. The thriller, starring Sandra Bullock and George Clooney, brought in $55.6 million in its opening weekend, making it the biggest grossing October opening since Paranormal Activity 3 in 2011. The film beat out other highly anticipated films, such as Ben Affleck and Justin Timberlake's Runner Runner, which only pulled in $7.9 million. It seems that the film was well worth the money spent. Roger Ebert gave Gravity a 4 out of 4 star rating, and it currently has a 98% on RottenTomatoes.com. In other movie news, Harry Potter fans should be on the lookout for a new spin-off of the film. Warner Brothers Pictures announced a new partnership with Potter author J.K. Rowling to produce a new series. The series, titled Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, will be based on a textbook found on the Hogwarts reading list in the original Potter book. Rowling says that the film series is not a sequel nor a prequel to the Potter series, however it will feature magical creatures from the books. A video game version of Fantastic Beasts is also in the works. We all watched in awe as former child star Amanda Bynes had a very public downfall and most recently a hospitalization for mental illness. Now Bynes' mother is stepping up to her defense. Lynn Bynes wants the world to know that 99% of what we've heard is likely false. She's never released information regarding her daughter's condition, and she warns to take information with a grain of salt. Bynes says that unless a statement is issued by their family attorney, Tamar Armanak, it is not to be believed. Lynn currently has conservatorship over Amanda and asks for privacy during her daughter's recovery time. That's what's going on in Hollywood this week. Thanks for joining me, and be sure to tune in next time. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at FSC Rewind. I'm Dion Spires.
Thanks for joining us on FSC Today. Be sure to tune in next week for the latest here at FSC and the community. Have a great day.